Hello, Legion. It's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris MegaCorp in our Roma Galactica II series. We are kicking off a new episode here, and I very much think that we are going to be possibly at war with the Carthaginians, if you want to call them that, very soon. But we also have some stations building up that are designed to offset our food shortage a little bit, and hopefully will help us do that. The main thing that I want to do is, let's see, we need to get some more defenses set up here. So I think I'm going to go pure gun batteries on our station. We have a communication jammer here. And I think we're likely to lose this station in a war if one was declared. I think we'd be very likely to lose it. So I don't want it to be essential to my economy. I'd rather have it be pure defenses. So how about we go for... We've already got the communication jammer. We could do a target uplink computer, which would have some energy upkeep. I think part of the energy situation we're facing right now, and we're facing last episode, is due to the star bases we're building as well. But we have some crime on Earth. It's a little bit better now. Who just died? Whoa! Wait, what? Our new emperor that gave us those upgrade bonuses just died. I guess because he was pretty old. So now we have another new emperor who has a national purity agenda, gives us better monthly influence. Oh, this is not nearly as good. All right, well, we continue to be in a very difficult position. We've got a food shortage. We have a consumer goods shortage. We have an energy shortage, all because we took a licking from this coalition of enemy empires that's surrounding us. And we're just trying to build enough ships and quickly enough so that we can get this done. Now, why isn't this upgrade happening? I thought I clicked the upgrade button a while ago when I had enough resources for it. But I'm guessing that because I spent the alloys on something else, now the upgrade isn't going through. Scans indicate the presence of a foreign alien-made object on one of Wezen 5's many frozen mountaintops. Research, please. So we still have some possibilities as far as Earth and Aurora. We just don't have a lot of mineral production anymore. We had a lot of mineral production. It's gone now, unfortunately. It might be because of our alloy foundries. So they're being converted, basically, and now we need to do more to continue to produce excess minerals. So, I don't like it. I don't like it one little bit.
Construction complete.
See, I don't want to reinforce right now because I want this...
Special project complete.
Yeah. 630 alloys is going to cost to do this upgrade. A thorough investigation of Fallengar 2A has unearthed evidence of a past Ute presence. An away team from the RSS Adrastus has managed to bring a relatively well-preserved artifact back to the ship, which should hopefully increase our knowledge of this ancient civilization. Yay. Still a food problem.
Construction complete.
Okay, that at least came at a good time. So let's get the hydroponics bay going. That is going to have an energy upkeep, but we're also going to do a trade hub here. And that should help collect some of our... We're going to do a couple of trade hubs because that'll collect that, and maybe offset our energy shortage a little bit. So we have a couple of worlds that are now colonizable since we have a new species in our empire. That's good. I would like to colonize this ocean planet. We might try and get over there. The issue is they're all the way over there. If we get declared on, and my fleet's over there trying to handle them, it's not going to be good news. So I'm kind of nervous about that.
Completed.
Hopefully that's understandable. Haha, the malodorous.
New sit rep.
Okay, this is an old one. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's research that. That's always a fun one. I'll read that one when it finishes.
Enemy offensive action imminent. This is not a drill.
Alright, saw that coming a mile away. This is a declaration of war. Rejoice at this opportunity for our fleets and armies to engage in glorious battle. Set war goal. Let's put a claim on Thrad. Try and take Thrad back from him. And we still have a claim on all of the systems that will belong to us. So I'm going to go ahead and make that claim. And that's our war goal. Okay, now
Special project complete.
The box is indeed a document of a sort. Science officer Decima Carteus admits that they had been hoping for a historical record or some other kind of codex significant to whatever culture left it behind, but they were disappointed. The true nature of the aromatic box seems to be a collection of fairly short narratives which, going by the rapid changes in odor toward the end of each sequence, are intended to surprise or be interpreted as comedic. The techniques used to store and reproduce specific smells is of some interest, but the tales it tells are not. The crew of the RSS Diodorus are left with the uncomfortable feeling they have unwittingly become intimately familiar with what certain gaseous byproducts of alien digestion smell like. However, Decima Carteus is unwilling to speculate as to why the box was dumped on this frozen hellscape of a planet. Okay. So, I don't know where they're going to attack from first, but I don't see them in Thrad. I'm really annoyed that we didn't have time for those upgrades, but at the same time, that gives me the opportunity just to continue building ships. So I'll take it. Still building gun batteries on the Eclinda station. Not good timing. A vessel of some kind has crashed into the surface of this asteroid. Wreckage from the craft can still be found within the impact crater. Research it, please. If we get declared on by both empires, we're in trouble. But so far, it's just one. Oh, we have a tradition available. Let's see. Ship build speed increased by 10% and build cost reduced by 10% and build speed increased by 25. Ship upkeep reduced by 10% and naval capacity increased by 20. Upkeep is probably what we need to do. And ship fire rate increased by 10% and orbital bombardment damage increased. Ooh, that's tempting. But ship upkeep is what we need the most because we need a boost to our economy. Please and thanks. Okay, still seeing problems with food. When can I build? Okay, we are almost ready. Almost. To build a freaking...
Construction complete.
Agriculture district on Earth. Alright, so how strong is this? We're close to a point. We're not there yet, but we're getting close to a point where we can potentially take on the Thrad starbase. I would love to take that thing back. But I want to wait to do it until such time as we're able to effectively take a lot of these systems back. So I want to eliminate their fleets if I can, which is quite a big ask. We don't have any of these... Talk to me in the comments about this system, because I need to... Okay, good, our food shortage is gone. But I need to be able to say, like... What I'm waiting on is for our population to be higher than the number of job slots that I have, because at that point, then anything I build, you know, the jobs will be occupied. But as far as moving the population around, because from what I understand, you know, you can no longer manually do this in Stellaris. So you can do this, where you can decrease job priorities, and you can say, basically, it's like it's like in Surviving Mars. You can just say, okay, I want to shut down this job so that Pops will start working other jobs instead. So if I wanted to slightly reduce my monthly alloy production, I could do that. I could go ahead and say, let's shut that one down. And then we have one unemployed Pop. Now this is a worker, right? So I guess this is how you manage it. So this, because this Pop is unemployed, but in this strata, they're not going to be happy going down to the next level. So I guess maybe I will open that job back up. But if we go to workers, yeah. See, this is what we need to play with a bit. We have this clerk that's producing trade value. And I could, yeah, see, that is having people jump more into food-related jobs, which is helpful. It's interesting, though, because it says job priority, but what it actually is, it's somewhat misleading. What it actually is job availability. Like, you're literally shutting the slot on and off when you're clicking those buttons. So that maybe will help me play with it a little bit. So let's see. If we have, for instance, Aurora, and we have... Let's take a look at our workers. We do have robotic workers finished on Earth, by the way. They are being produced. And I don't see any yet, but I think one is about to be finished. And we have racket workers as well, working as technicians. We're going to have to genetically modify the crap out of them, because if their population grows... I think they're slow breeders, right? They better be. Yeah, they're slow breeders. That's at least good. But, so, let's say let's go back to what I was looking at. We're looking at, say, Aurora. which has a district of every type. We are not going to have, like, we're not going to have the ability to really, build a new job slot for another couple of pops. So if we want to move them around, we go to workers. See, right now we have this clerk. I could shut down one of the clerk jobs, but we only have one clerk working to begin with. So we could shut down a technician job in favor of more mining, but we're already in an energy shortage. So, okay, this at least answers my question. I answered my own question, really, of how to mess with this. And I will play with it more as we go through the series if we survive in this particular run, given they've just declared war on me. All right, I want you to enter orbit here, and you're going to set this as your home station, actually. Also, it may be a good idea... to set this up as a shipyard. Probably a very good idea, in fact. I've got the gun batteries building for now, but once I upgrade it to the next level, the Star Fortress level, which we are researching, how far are we in that? We're less than a quarter of the way. But once we are done with that, we'll be able to add a shipyard to that. Assuming we get that far, we'll see. Alright. I do think I'm going to be able to build a new farming district on Earth soon. So that'll help somewhat. We need to build more consumer goods, though. That's the other thing. Aurora is probably the best world on which to build it. Oh, interesting. I didn't know the mineral purification plant thing... or mineral purification plant was a thing. Good to know. They're cheaper, too. Alright, so... yeah, we have a huge energy deficit now at this point. Not sure where their first attack is going to come from. Let's see. Honestly, I'd prefer not to see, but it is what it is. Crashed scout craft. A small scout craft of some kind plowed into the surface of this asteroid millennia ago, creating a shallow canyon. There is no visible cockpit on the ship, leading our scientists to believe it was either piloted by remote or through some kind of primitive artificial intelligence. Although it is too damaged to be salvaged, the ship hasn't been picked clean by looters yet. We will study its design. Okay, so here comes their fleet. They're a lot stronger. A lot. But we have a starbase here that will hopefully help us. This is going to be our moment of truth. We have another ship on the way as well. Alright, the target uplink computer. I really wish that would finish building sooner.
Anomaly found.
Alright, so they're moving to Matsonia, so they're probably going to try and come around. A colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this planet once. Research, please. Alright, they are backing off. That's good news. That means they're probably going to try and come in this way. So let's see what we can do with the Aja system. We can play a little bit of chicken with them. Let's move our fleet towards Alpha Centauri. We'll have to pay very close attention to where they jump. Okay, now I think we can go ahead and build that agriculture district on Earth. Now, our food shortage is gone, so really what we need to do is an energy district somewhere. We need more energy production. We also need more consumer goods. Best thing to do may be to go ahead and build... Okay, so there is a hydroponics farms upgrade as well. So we can just straight up build a hydroponics farms as opposed to an agriculture district. Apparently I needed to be spending more time looking at all the options here. Because I didn't think that there were buildings that could help produce raw energy, minerals, or food. I thought that was the job of those districts, but it turns out, no, there are hydroponics farms. Good to know. Yeah, the mineral purification plant is another thing I wish I would have known about a little sooner. But what I really would like to build here, and what I need to build, we need more research labs, we need a little bit more of everything. What we really need is these civilian industries. We don't really have the means to do that right now. This trade hub will help, because it's going to collect trade value from a couple of nearby systems. We already have one built.
System reconnaissance completed.
Again, we have to pay very close attention to wherever the these fleets show up. Asteroid collision. A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Damia 1A at some point during the previous 1,000 years in what must have been a major impact event. An abundance of minerals can now be found on the moon in the vicinity of the impact crater. A fortuitous event. Scientist Decima Carteus has developed new skills. Oh, good. A biology expertise. What am I researching right now? Not biology. We're 1 month away from barrier point defense, 58 months away from Star Fortress. There is an alignment there between Sexta's particular benefit and the research that we are doing. So that helps. Crime has gone down, thankfully. Earth is going to have room for a new building soon, but... Yeah, we still have not actually upgraded these to mega forgers, per se. That would really help us with our alloy production. Speaking of that, we can go ahead and order some more ships. I want to do that. That's hurting our energy situation, but we really don't have much
Science
of a choice.
Division reports a new breakthrough.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and build... Well, no, I don't want to use minerals, but I do want you to go ahead and build this starbase, because we need that energy there. Barrier point defense, arrays of defensive armaments prove much more effective than independent countermeasures. Yay. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for the cold fusion reactor, since we had those energy issues on some of our ships last episode. That seems like the sensible choice. Going to continue to pay very close attention to whatever's going on out here. All right, target uplink computer is almost done in Eclinda, that's honestly great news. We do still have to upgrade the starbase at Camgloria.
Construction complete.
I wanted to make this a gun battery a while ago. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I think that was the second trade hub on Dawntar. Our energy credits still suck.
Construction complete.
Maybe there's something we can do. Hang on.
Construction complete.
There's got to be something that we can do. Yeah, right now we have a food surplus. That's actually an extra job slot. Okay, so that helps a little bit. All right, now we've opened those back up.
System reconnaissance
completed. So that's how you can kind of force pops to move around. You do still have a bit of manual control. You just have to be a little bit more squirrely about it. All right, robotic workers are starting to show up. Very interesting. Let's reinforce the fleet again. Where do we have an enemy presence, if anywhere?
Recon pass completed.
We've discovered some form of alien vessels in the Wirthosk system. These strange objects have been flagged as Aleph aliens until we can learn more about them. Research. Alright, so overcrowding is still an issue here. That's not necessarily the worst thing, though, because what it means is that people are more likely to go seek... They're more likely to go look for places to live on other worlds. Also, we totally could have dark matter if we made that, if we put that system in our territory. We just haven't had the chance to do that yet. Okay. Looking at this again, we are going to have more space here soon. So I think... Yeah, we're going to need a new agriculture district, I think. Or are we going to need... Maybe a new energy district is best. On Earth. New contact. We have received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that call themselves the Oxbraxy Union. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening in on the communication of another empire we're in contact with. Interesting. Military junta, that's not good. Archon Kabarox sends regards from the ruling council of the Oxbraxy, who appear to be down here. Union. We hope for a productive relationship with your people, but be warned that our military will respond to any transgressions near our space with maximum force. You will find yourself no match for us. Oxbraxy. Alright, the Nurian Confederation. How much do they like us? Yeah, they don't like our slavery piracy, or policy. They don't like that we're authoritarian tyrants. So maybe our slavery policy needs to change? I don't necessarily see us having slaves as the Roman Star Empire. If we want to make nice with that other empire, we should probably work towards changing some of our policies. So let's see. Slavery is allowed. Are there any factions that aren't going to like this? Nope, I don't think anyone's going to be particularly displeased. Let's go ahead and prohibit slavery. There we go. And so that should improve their opinion of us somewhat. They're xenophilic. So that helps, but, okay, so we are still building up this fleet. Another destroyer on the way. Building up the fleet is definitely what's destroying our energy, and holy crap, our consumer goods are almost in the tank. Yeah, the economy is about to just go completely under. One way that we can offset this, the only way we can offset it, is by building up energy stations wherever possible. I'm curious, I don't think individual starbases have an upkeep cost. It's once you start upgrading them that they have upkeep problems, right? I think that's how it works. All right, so the energy district on Earth should help. Impressive structures litter Damia Sea 1A's surface, practically begging for some archaeological work.
Permanent communications have been established with an alien empire.
Okay, so we have established communication with the Ixeldar Star Collective. Diplomatic channels are open. You will find yourself no match for us, Ixeldar. So this is a hive mind. Where are they? Oh, that's lovely. We are the Ixeldar Star Collective, and we speak as one. The hive mind has taken note of your presence. We will observe for now. Our future actions will depend upon whether you are a threat, an opportunity for expansion, or an unforeseen variable. We will fight for our right to exist. Ixeldar. Okie dokie. Well, they're right next to where we would like to expand. Into that branch. This is just looking worse and worse. We're going to have to overpower the Econ and Citizen League. And the start of this series was so rough. We've got to get more. Hang on. Hold that thought. Yeah, I should have just sold them outright at the larger price, at the bulk price. But the start of the series was so rough as far as me not being as familiar with, getting alloy production up, that we weren't able to establish a strong foothold. Now, the good news is there's a lot of potential for expansion and colonization in this area of the galaxy. There is. So if we can lock down these worlds, we will be a competitive force if we can catch up. The question is, can we catch up given the bonuses? I'm going to try, but we'll have to see how this plays out. This planet has unemployed pops that could be put to work. Okay. So that means this would be a good opportunity for us to increase either minerals or energy. Food-wise, we're doing better now, so I can sell... Okay. See, I need the energy, definitely, but I also need the minerals, otherwise I'm not going to be able to keep building anything. So let's go ahead and build the mining district on Colonia Antiocha. And cross our fingers that we can fix this issue.
New sit rep.
Birth of the galactic market. De facto galactic trade, unbound by the performance of international diplomacy, has existed since we first discovered that we are not alone in the universe. As new borders are discovered and old ones redrawn across the galaxy, galactic leaders agree that it is time to legitimize this commercial forum so that all may benefit. In the coming years, independent traders and government agencies will be looking to establish a quasi-centralized hub for galactic commerce. We would surely benefit were this hub to fall within Roman space, so we can choose to promote one of our worlds for this purpose. Interesting. Glowing webs of an unknown origin periodically illuminate the surface of Iriavis 1. Research. Alright, so We're still in the internal market, but essentially the galactic market is on the verge of being founded. All right, Caledonia also has some overcrowding issues, just because we need more housing here. It's mineral production that we need the most. So let's hope that when that finishes, that will give us a much needed boost in that area, because our energy situation is turning crappier and crappier by the moment. One thing we can do to offset that a little bit is, let's see. Yeah, we can expand out this direction. Damia C1A is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monoliths' flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Image them for the archives. Okay, we still are producing lots of alloys. That's the only good news in our current situation, is that we have tons and tons and tons of alloys, and our fleet is actually at full strength, believe it or not. So this war that we're in right now, we're technically winning it. We can actually do a lot of damage and take back some of the territory that we want to claim if we were to catch them off guard. So we might attempt that in the next episode, and maybe that'll allow us to put them back on their heels. If we can catch, like, the Obisque station, how powerful is that one? Yeah, if we can catch this one off guard and take a lot of these systems before they push back, we can at least have them on the defensive because they haven't attacked yet. So I think that's what I'll do in the beginning of the next one. But for now, yeah, see, the other thing is like balancing the economy at the same time. So juggling a few things. And if we can do that, we will be able to expand, I think, into this area of the galaxy without much competition. And we might even be able to get out this direction a little bit. We'll have to see. That would be very lucky. But continue to keep your fingers crossed, because this has been interesting. I could build a station in Hensidon too, and that would help with trade value. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every other day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.